Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Craftymon, and as usual, I've completely forgotten what episode it is. And today we are actually going to be doing something that I've been needing to do for a while. Guys, a few episodes ago, I was hunting wither skulls, and I basically just said in the end, it's like, okay, I will come back once I have more. When I buy more, not more. I will come back once I have like an enchantment set up that I can actually have a looting sword. But before that, who the hell are you? Uh, Guys, it's been a while since I've actually had like a battle. Now, guys, a couple things beforehand. First, in between episodes, I was busy. I went mine for a decent bit. Uh, I did a couple trips because my pickaxe broke. Had to come back get a new one. So this is just a case of from like two, maybe three trips up and down, and getting lost and all that lot. Now, got a decent bit of copper, and by a decent bit I mean I got a I think I got. I can't remember how much I ended up getting. I'd want to say it wasn't that much, but like I got a load from it. Got a decent bit of lapis. I've got some coal, which I did need. I wish I'd got more gold and diamonds. I would have got more diamonds, but halfway, like I was down there not paying much attention, sort of watching something in between, and I was just mining. I was like, oh, they relatively look like diamonds. I got back up from the first trip and it's like, oh no no no, they're not diamonds. That's iron. But guys, today we are building. Put that in quick. We're building an enchantment area, and the area's not been mined out. It's roughly been done. It'll be about this big, this long. Because if I show you from here, yeah, this is right at the edge. I wanted to go further out. I really did not have the option. Also, guys, I've lit this up. There's like two lanterns on each little thing. It's nicely lit up. But something I didn't have installed, what I didn't have installed, but now I do, is literally, where's the dark area? Basically, it's just like, I can basically just have a torch in my hand. I thought I already had it on, apparently not. I didn't notice until, I think at one point I did. Then, I think it was like last episode I was like, or I think it might have been even in between episodes, I was like, wait a minute. Every time, every time I look at, wine rocks, I'm like, okay, it's like, no, nope. So we've got a perfect healing and an amethyst shard. Now, before I do start into what I need to, guys, still got some stuff in here. This is just like the craft sort of stuff and all that lot, and like the basic mine stuff and like the craft one chest. This is like the healing. This is just a random chest, and then this is just sort of, I need handy stuff really and easy. My diamond pickaxe is here. My hose in here. Shears, the spear, my fishing rod, the ancient debris, my buckets, the obsidian, which I could have sworn I had more, and the flint and steel. In fact, I knew I had more. Because I had a full tools worth. What did I do with it? And guys, this is the full chest room. Now, this is what I basically consider my, base, like, the mid part of my base. The operation sort of room. The chests are all spread out. You got the furnaces, you got a couple crafting tables. Eventually I would like to put like a shulker box and a chest in both sides. But yeah, like I've got my, tools, armor, mob loot, nether stuff, horse armor, like horse stuff in general. Redstone, wool, sand, glass, enchantment books. I think they're all they're all sort of a case of um, armor trims, and blocks that are essentially down in the ground that aren't just cobblestone stone, and like it's just sort of like gravel, andesite, dripstone and stuff, and granite, sort of stuff like that. My loot, my seeds, my food. Yeah, I knew for a fact at some point they were gonna get plants. Dirt, my cobblestone, and my wood. That's where it was. I will basically just need to organize that too at some point. But I will quickly start by doing this because I'll take the lapis, I'll take the coal, I'll take the emeralds, I'll take the diamonds, I'll take the iron. I'm gonna keep coal in like here, but everything else does actually have a chest. Now, at some point, I do want to move the lapis, but for now, it's fine. Those chests potentially will stay up there, but I don't plan to leave them out there for too long. I will have some smart to do in between episodes, but for now, that's fine. I will sleep, but then I do need to pop over to the iron farm, because in between episodes, I also did wait at the iron farm for a little bit. Guys, for once, I've actually spent time doing stuff that I've needed to do on Craftymon. Like, normally it's a case of I come on like half an hour beforehand and sort of be like, fuck, this can all be done in between, this can all be done by taking several breaks in the episode and just I'll record, instead of recording for like an hour and a half, I'll do 2.5, it's fine. I basically do what I need to do in between the episodes and just edit it out. But for once I haven't. Like, I came on, let the sugar cane grow, and the only thing I didn't do was sort of breed some more cows. I'm gonna do that in like a second. Also, guys, by the time this comes out, it will be New Year, but recording this before New Year. But I'm also recording this the same day, the same day the grinding episode came out for Monster Hunter. And guys, I wasn't kidding when I said I would be grinding. Although I will say, when editing through that, because I hadn't completely forgot, but can't slightly forgot about. But yeah, guys, I spent needing a bit of time down there. Actually, you know what? I'll just empty it. But yeah, near the end of the episode, like I was fighting everybody at Ogron, and I was getting to the point. It's like, hold on, am I missing a clip? Like, am I missing recordings? Because it got near the end. It's like, okay, I'm right near the end. It's like, surely I'm not. And it's like, oh wait, hold on, wait a minute. I got to the point where, because again, I had it from Share Factory on PlayStation, so I got near to that point of because I can only record it for an hour, and then I need to start recording Then I need to edit down to an hour. Well, under an hour. Down to about an hour. And because of that, granted, guys, I can't complain that much. It's kind of annoying at points. But it's what's got me better at editing and got me actually being more picky about what I want in each episode, because the first Craftymon episode, I was like, yeah, it's fine. I can get away with just sort of tune up the audio and, everything will be fine in the episode. And when I came into editing, it's like, oh, no, wait, I can't. Which is also part of the reason why I never show full-on force, like full-length monster hunt. You'll see parts of them, like, guys, in the grinding episode, I spent a good bit of time hunting things like Shari's Felder and Ebony Odogoron. Those were both cut down to like 2 little segments of like 10 minutes. If that. Like they were both cut down to, under 5, I think it was like under 5 minutes for both of them in the end. For the simple reason of, I've fought them, they've actually got the, like, Shari's Felder was, an actual, final boss, so that had its own episode. Ebony Odogoron was also a story fight, so at that point it's like, yeah. When it comes to basically repeat hunts, I'm not so fussed about essentially keeping the full length of what the fight was. I shrink them down to a decent bit. Although I will say, there was one bit that I did keep in, and I'm hoping it was a bit I kept in and I didn't edit it out, because, guys, there was this really cool moment where basically Ebony Odogoron was below, and I sort of jumped down and do a slash. And the one moment, there was either two, but I don't think there was, and I cut off a tail from doing it. First try, that wasn't a case of me trying a few jumps. That was just me going, right, okay, da da da. Like, that was pure utter, like, wait, what the fuck, that worked? Like, guys, I don't script my episodes. Mainly because Monster Hunter I can't. Also, with Craftymon, it's a case of, okay, what to film? In the actual episode, I'm going, okay, yep, this works. But, like, a lot of things, it's just a case of, it gets done last minute. But yeah, so I don't script my episodes. So that case of me going, wait, holy shit, this worked. The bestiary can also stay in here. But yeah, guys, so this is just kind of a case of personal belongings that I want easy to access. And this is like, these random chests are staying, because those are both going to be for craft stuff, like Craftymon based stuff, like all the stuff to do with that. And these are both just going to be any personal stuff. But I'm going to try and keep everything organized. But I will say, I like this room basically being the, you need to come into. The smart thing to do would 100% just be, just do like the pickaxe, do the walls and then do all that. Right, guys, I will be back in, say 10 minutes. Just to, like, basically, I say 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes. I will go and clear all this out, and then I will be right back, because I probably should have done it in between episodes. It's just a case of, yeah, I didn't think. But guys, I will be back in a second. I've gone through several I'm going to be going through several pickaxes today. Also, guys, if you're new around here, like and subscribe. But yeah, so guys, this room should turn out kind of nice. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for walls. Half tempted to do a striped pattern. But, like, I'm not 100% sure. Like, I want to stick with the wood theme because it's nice. But I'm also not going pink. Like, guys, when I turn around and tell you, my house was never going to be pink. I was full on just a case of, what wood can I get? Like, literally, for the hut. I was like, what wood can I easy enough get? Oh, I know. Pink. Like, you know, cherry blossom trees. So, you know, I was like, yeah. I was like, okay, so I can get some glass. I can do a nice little glass ceiling. Oh, I can also get some acacia to do windows. I'll also use some cobblestone to, you know, for the... But I'm happy to change this because this looks so much more nicer. Like, guys, anyone who does turn around and tell me that they preferred when it was, you know, cobblestone, I'm not going to believe you. Did it kind of look nicer? Kind of, but it also kind of didn't. So, trust me when I say, I've had more fun. Like, not that, like, at the end of the day, I need to sort of get rid of this to, you know, make the room look nice. I'm fine with that. But part of me's like, do I willingly risk TNT? But, like, I know for a fact of doing TNT is just a dumb idea. Because that's how I got rid of the two mountains, and... Now, guys, in that case, I was not limited to what I had to destroy the mountains. I could have used end crystals if I needed to. Because me and the person who owned the realm, we were both missing a couple achievements to get the plat. And because something that does kind of bug me is that I'm 100% happy that you don't need to go and get every achievement to get the Minecraft plat. You just need to get the original. But then again, see, it's kind of nice the fact you don't need to get all of them. But like again, me and mate were missing a couple of achievements. I've got the one. I was down to like one. I think he was down to like a couple, maybe just one himself. And the last one we both needed was shoot a skeleton with an arrow. Yes, it's dumb and stupid that that was the last one, but I spent a bit of time trying to do it. Never succeeded. In the end, we find a spot up in another from a path that he had dug. Don't ask me how, but it turned out to be magical. And by magical, it turned out to be the literal spot that we needed. See, they don't look as nice as they could. Oh, I'm 100% could have done a full another row. Oh well. Well, guys, to basically cover the basics, I might try and see if I can try and get a couple more. But this is basically what it's gonna look like. But just to cover the basics, yeah, I'm going with birch. Guys, the oak looks like a rundown Like the wood, it looks like the wood's being rotten more, and it looks like a, but the birch looks like a more lighter thing. Now, does it annoy me that I just need to use this birch to then essentially go and, you know, make... See, now it's like, I should have tested the oak. Because I remember oak looking a lot more nicer. Then again, they did update a load of the textures, which were okay. I potentially might end up using this, because I think this was like... See, I was like, I think it might look nice for something, but I'm just going to leave them in a chest, because it's like, I think I might be able to make it work for something. Like, my immediate thought was, oh, I know. I need to essentially make a lamp, and it's like, no, I'm going to want white for that. And I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be. I was going to say, I'm going to need a bunch, and it's like, no, I don't even know the right. In a perfect world, I'd love to use quartz. But I don't live in the perfect world, and I know for a fact of I'm going to have to spend hours in the nether just to get some. And basically, in the end, what I've realised was, yeah, bone meal a bunch of these wasn't the smartest idea in the world, and just letting these naturally grow was a lot better. And just sort of, you know, bone meal and like a bunch of trees in this sort of open area was a lot more better, because it worked out a lot more better just to sort of do one or two. And just to give them a bit more of a chance, because I will need a bit more. And I know for a fact in a future episode, I'll be like, why is there so many bloody trees around here? Guys, I know I'll end up saying that because, again, linking back to an old stream, when I looked over an old world, there's a bunch of trees on, like, where I live, because I live on a ginormous property where I fenced off. And I've made it big, like, it was a tiny bit smaller, not by much, and I made it bigger over time. And the mate was like, do you trust how much property you need? It's like, well, I planted a bug. And it was like double, like, that house is like double size of this. Just need to grow a tiny bit more. Now, also, guys, I do not have... Like, I won't have the time to finish this off today. Which does mean next episode, I will be finishing this off. And, again, in between episodes, I will get a load more birch. But I think I'm probably going to just need what I got, like, just need, like, another stack. Also, guys, let me know what some of your New Year's resolutions are down in the comments, because for once, that's gonna bug me. Because like normally I'm like, okay, like normally for me it's like, okay, try and get out a bit more, don't spend so much time inside, and you know, cut down some binge eating and all that lot, because I have bad habits of where it's like, it's fine, I can just burn it off. And then in reality, 3 weeks later, I've completely forgot about it and still binge eating. So it's sort of basic stuff like that. Like everyone sort of binge eats over Christmas. It's sort of basic things like that. And part of me thinking, hold on, wait a minute. If I try and cut down my screen time, it's kind of hard, you know. I do YouTube. It's kind of not the simplest thing in the world to sort of go and say, yeah, no. I think for New Year, I'm probably going to try and do, say, a couple more videos a week. Or at least try and chuck, say, a couple of bonus videos out each month. Let me know what other content you would like to see, because I'm kind of tempted to sort of go through some of the other businesses. Because something I could do is going over why I don't actually, something I'm tempted to do, because again, already like that's like kind of already done, not like fully set up. But what I'm tempted to do is go through why I don't think Chaos Prequel is worth doing anymore, and I'm kind of tempted to do a video on that. Because on one I have got it set up, on the other I don't, and it's the same one that I've literally just finished doing the Mansion series on. Basically, if I do content for GTA, it will literally just depend on what character I've got up. It'll be whichever one I've been using most recently. Because I swap and switch. Now, what do I want to do the walls for? Oh, actually, yeah, no, never mind. Like, I say never mind. What I can do is, I can make this work. I'll get a bunch of dirt and just sort of build this up. Also, in between episodes, I will need to spend some more time at the iron farm. Not because I personally need the iron. Yeah, like I said, not because I personally need the iron, but just because I would like to sort the chicken, like make the chicken pen at some point. Yeah, I'll do this, and then I'll basically just chuck a cobblestone rim around like the whole thing. Actually, no, I'll chuck stone brick, because that looks so much more nicer. See, guys, like, there's really good, like, there's parts of me that I'm like, oh, I could be so creative when I do this, and all this would be really good. But then there's other parts of me that's like, okay, so today, guys, we're just gonna make a basic box. Like, honestly, if you'd asked me a few weeks ago, do I think my house would have turned out like this? Nope. I would have been like, no, why the hell would I build something like that? But, you know, I'm overall enjoying it. I should also do the ceiling, because how high is the ceiling gonna be? 3. So I'll need 4. Guys, in between episodes, I will make that look so much more nicer too. Like, there'll be a bunch of stuff I basically will just do in between episodes. Because, guys, like, typically, when filming this compared to when this comes out, like, typically, don't have that much time. But, because, guys, typically, like, Craftymon gets recorded on the Wednesday. And, yeah, we'll be going back to being recorded on the Wednesday in about a month. But, due to over the Christmas period, I wanted to essentially have some time where I didn't need to record content. Basically, guys, my rule for the Christmas period was, yeah, I'm not recording after the 23rd. And even then, I didn't really want to be recording on the 23rd. Like, because it was just a case of I didn't want to be recording over the Christmas period, and I actually wanted to essentially be able to take some time. Editing wasn't going to be too much of a problem. And quite frankly, I didn't necessarily mind doing that. Like, that typically just takes me like an afternoon. Like, either way, like, that, like, the editing was, I put that for now, but, like, it will be getting changed to, like, stone brick, and then actually, I probably will also just change that to stone brick. Like, I will quickly dig some of this out. But, like, I didn't want to ruin the Christmas period, so I made sure, like, everything was recorded. It was going to be originally recorded all by the Monday. But then Snow wasn't coming back until later for GTA, and I wanted to record a third part with Snow, which meant I was still recording on the 23rd, which meant the last video I was recording, content-wise or in general, was the was the part 3. And guys, that came out the next day. Like, there's only been one other time that I've done a video and had it out the next day. Like, Monster Hunter, which is the closest I do come to essentially next day content. Like, the first part for, like, the week, like, guys, part 20, I think it was, came out to Monday. That was recorded Saturday. There's been a few days in between. Those few days gives me some breathing room to edit it and think about what I want in the episode. Now, guys, obviously, like, this will be going up 2 layers. That will then be getting all sorted in between episodes, and between episodes, I will also dig this up the extra dig that get rid of the 2 layers from that. Other than get the birch wood I need, and then hopefully this grows. But first, how bad does it look from the outside? But like, guys, well, yes, I could just spend like the next I could just carry on digging. I'm not going to. I'm going to end the episode here. It doesn't look that bad for me. But like I say, what'll happen is, and like I say, this will let me go on, like, to quickly show. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do from up here, but then it's also more of a pain to do from down there. But then that will then just go. Now, honestly, I do not want a goddamn ass stupid dirt mountain. Actually, I will quickly work with it now. But like I say, guys, for the most part, it's like, I'm just gonna quickly do this because it's gonna take me like 2 seconds. Plus, then I'm gonna run out of dirt. Basically, what I'm gonna end up doing is using the dirt I get from in there to, fill this out. I've looked. How did there's stupid doors, isn't there? It's like I'm asking, how the hell did the villagers get? And it's like, it's the stupid doors. Of course, it's the stupid doors. You actually sent something good. Beetroot for emeralds, emeralds for bread, pumpkins for emeralds, and emeralds for apple. Okay, yep, you can stay. You're not the best, but you're not the worst. Like I say, guys, for the most part, it will literally just be like this, and but obviously, like there'll be two there, and that's where we'll be ending. And I'm like, I don't think I will. I mean, it looks nicer than it did. Like, I will say that it does definitely look nicer. It also makes the stairs stand out a bit nicer because, like, now it's not just a flat thing. And yes, you can kind of run up and down this, but now it makes these look a bit nicer. Although, I will, to be fair, I will say I'm kind of tempted to do cobblestone all the way down. Like, do cobblestone stairs. Kind of tempted. But like I say, guys, I will, you know, sort of like dig out the roof. Like, in between episodes, I will dig out the pool. Like, dig that up the 2 holes I need to. Get the wood I need. Because it'll be oak. Dig out that. And then dig this out a bit, just to at least enough to put another portal in for now. And then I will basically just be going full focus on making the enchantment room. But I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you are new around here, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that lot. And guys, this is Tiger signing off. Hope you've enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.